So workers are job hugging or clinging to their positions for dear life. This is according to New York Post. Folks, let's read the story, okay? So the quits are among U.S. workers dropped to 2% in June, 3.14 million people quitting compared to 4.5 million in November of 2021, reflecting a shift from the Great Resignation to job hugging. As consultants at Korn Ferry wrote, employees are holding on to jobs for dear life. Laura Ulrich, a director for economic research at Indeed, there is the stagnation in the labor market where the hires, quits, and layoffs rates are low. Job growth has slowed with the hiring rates at its lowest in over a decade, excluding early pandemic days, according to Bureau of Labor Statistics. Matt Bowen, an executive search consultant at Korn Ferry, said there's quite a bit of uncertainty in the world, economic and political global, and I think uncertainty causes people to naturally remain in a holding pattern, comparing workers to skittish investors. A Conference Board poll found 34% of CEOs plan to shrink their workforce in the next 12 months versus 27% planning to hire, the first such imbalance since 2020. Tom, thoughts on the story?
You know what? The word that comes to mind, appreciation. So now we're not printing money. We're not just giving you stimulus checks. And there were some bad things that happened there, and some people needed those checks. I get it. But you know what we have now? We have people looking around, and they can't just, on a whim, flip off their employer and go across the street at lunch and say, and I want 20% more, and I want to bring my dog to work, and never mind, my work will be my living room. I want to bring my dog to work. I'm going to work from home. And all of this went over where, there was a certain arrogance in the American workforce about it, and now people are appreciating what they got. And now maybe AI taking jobs, maybe not. And maybe it's just we're coming to an adjustment in the economy, or maybe not. Or maybe people are just, and take a look at the stock market, there's profits. So evidently CEOs are making good decisions because people's retirement funds are doing well. And they're saying, well, Main Street's different, Tom. Yeah, I think what we have here is people are realizing that it's not easy or automatic. Great people can go, Vinny, think about it. Who do you know that's really great at their job that couldn't go find another job right now?
That's really great. That can't? No,
nobody. They're going to go.
Everybody has, whoever's kicking butt at their job anywhere can go get a job somewhere.
Exactly.
You'll never struggle finding a job if you're great at what you do.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. And go look at Indeed, and go look at ZipRecruiter, and go look at LinkedIn. There's tons of jobs that are out there. But for the people that are on the edge, that maybe have a little bit of attitude, and now I disagree with this. Oh, they're hanging on to their job for dear life. Wait a minute. I'm hanging on to my wife for dear life. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose my kids. I don't want to lose a great job. I don't want to lose a great opportunity. So why is that so bad? I think that what we're seeing is appreciation, and it's harder for people on a whim to trade jobs right now, and so they're not. That's the headline. It is harder to change jobs on a whim, so some people are not changing jobs, but great people that reach milestones in their careers are able to find that next job because there's tons of jobs that are available. And I love these, these headlines that are just made to create clicks. And the underlying message is the economy's just fine, and great people that invested themselves with great attitudes and great skills are finding good careers. And maybe people that are on the edge of that have to keep the job they got and maybe appreciate what they got.
By the way, you know what's the one thing about this story, Tom? Who are the two people that they quote? From what company? Korn Ferry.
Korn Ferry.
What does Korn Ferry not like?
Your
job huggers. You know why? Because Korn Ferry wants you to quit your job and go elsewhere once every other year.
Oh.
Because the more you quit your job and go elsewhere, it's a new 25% commission they're making. And they want you to go and stay at a company for 1 year so they get 100% of commission. 2 years later, they want you to quit to move you to another company again because that's how they make their money. They can have one executive that changes jobs 5 times and they get paid 5 times on the same exact employee. That's their business model. I don't know if you understand what I just said to you. Their job is to call you to be open-minded so they can move you 5 times. They don't care about your, let me stay there and, stay with a company for 20, 30 years. If people stayed at companies for 20, 30 years, Korn Ferry doesn't exist.
Yep.
Just so you know that. They don't want that business model. They sell moving. So during COVID, when I was like, dude, they don't appreciate you, you should do this. That was the script. They would call and say, do you ever feel like you're not appreciated?
Underappreciated.
Oh, my God.
Overworked.
Look, I
too
mean,
hard.
I don't know a
Every
lot
day,
about the
Pat.
company, but Vinny, there's just it's becoming where I'm not trying to say these companies are becoming. They take their employees for granted.
Really?
Yeah, they take their employees for granted. And look, if you were ever open, I have 3 qualified jobs that they're willing to pay you bonus, that they're willing to do this, and they're willing to do this. And I know these guys. They would appreciate you. And let me know if you're open to it. Maybe simmer on it. Let's you and I talk on Monday. I know you're at work right now. That's the
I'll
script.
simmer.
That's
Oh.
the
And by the way, now
That's
watch
the
this.
script.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to see part
It's a
2?
script.
Part 2. So that's Pat from Korn Ferry. Get you to move Valuetainment.
Okay.
And let's pretend Adam's the CEO. Hi, Adam. This is Tom from Korn Ferry. I
Hey,
understand
Tom.
that you've got some job openings. I'd love to help you find some people.
Go right ahead.
Korn Ferry makes a double.
Wow.
Double dip in Korn Ferry.
Yeah. Did you get it? So then they
corn and
move you.
fairies.
You move. By the way, they're not bad people. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. We've
It's
used
their
them.
economy.
They're very good at what they do, by the way. They're very, very good at what they do. But that's the business model. How does a divorce attorney make money?
Divorce.
You think, imagine if divorce, the statistic came up and said 99% of marriages are staying together 30 plus years. There is no divorce attorneys.
No, they're done.
Divorce attorneys
Look.
got to be like, hey,
I'll throw a couple sky miles your way. Come here.
Well, you seem really
We're
nice.
all happy. They're loving
Wow,
this.
you seem really
Let me-
nice. Maybe he
Well,
doesn't
Pat,
appreciate
can I
you.
give- So you bring up the word appreciation. I think
Yeah.
there's another word that comes down when you're talking about employees and employers, and it's loyalty. I've been with the company I worked, Welcome Funds, 18 years. I'm a pretty loyal person. Every time I would go to NALBA, I would get recruited by some insurance company, some carrier. I said, listen, they treat me fairly, they compensate me well. I'm staying here. It always weirds me out when I hear people. I said, are you friends with anybody from high school? Nah, I don't talk to anybody from high school. What about from college? Nah, I don't talk to those people. I'm still friends with people from elementary, middle, high school. I'm loyal to a fault. I have friends for 20, 30, 40 years. Do you know how hard it is to stay at a job for over a decade? The average person in America, do you know how many jobs they have in their lifetime? A dozen. I've been at the same job 18 years. And if Pat will have me, I'll be here another 18 years. Sorry, guys out there. They tried to fire me the other day. I showed up the other day. I said, I don't even work here, guys. That's what makes this thing so difficult. Shout out to Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But if you're compensated fairly and you're treated well, it's a two-way street. And appreciate the opportunity and also appreciate the employee.
Do you guys know what day today is? Does anybody know what day today is? Today happens to be the National Lemonade Day, okay? Today is actually the National Lemonade Day, okay? So when you think about the National Lemonade Day, we launched this campaign a few months ago. If you remember, Rob, if you can go to it, it was the Zested Forward Lemon Box, which ended up becoming a hit. And we got so many awesome stories and testimonies. The other day, I was reading all the reviews at the bottom of what stories people were saying and the reaction they got from folks. It's absolutely awesome. I'm going to read this to you. Imagine someone's having a bad day. Things are not going the way they wanted. This box shows up, Valuetainment. They open it up, and there's a message there, okay, an inspirational message there that they hear. And then outside of the inspirational message, there's a few items. A Zested Forward hat, Future Looks Bright hat, a few other items. And it's a way, what is that audio, Rob? Is that Adam? You? Okay. So I want to read some of these stories to you of people who use this and send it to others and what their experience was from the people that received it. So here's one. Hello. Yes, yes, yes. Amazingly, Zest helped me to surprise gentleman who has everything and more for his 98th birthday. That's awesome. He was looking and listening to Patrick, never seen anything like that, whispered, great idea, touched the heart. Me too. Thank you. My appreciation is going out to you, Lilia. Okay, so that's one right there. Next one. My sister-in-law is going through chemotherapy. She was very surprised and blessed by the gift. Thank you for thinking of such a lovely gesture. God bless you. Here's another one from Eric Stewart. My customer is going through some hard times with business and family. The VT Lemon Box put a smile on his face with a heartfelt thank you. Great idea, guys. I can go on and on and on with these stories. Folks, if you know a friend or family that's going through challenging times, go to vtmerch.com, place the order, zest it forward to somebody, make someone's day. Sometimes the best feeling in the world isn't receiving the gift. Sometimes the best feeling in the world isn't you getting the promotion, isn't you getting all of that. Sometimes it's just doing it for somebody else. So if you want to start your day, for me, anytime I was having a bad day in sales the last 25 years, the first thing I would do when I would go through a lot of rejections, I would call 5 of my clients or 5 of my guys, and I would tell them how amazing they are. I would find a way to make somebody else's day then my spirits would come up, then I would perform and go out there and, make my calls and meet with my clients that I needed to. So if you want to be able to do that for somebody else, send this to someone. Not only will you bless someone's day, but it's going to come back and do the same thing to you. So that's one. Number two, August 27th, I want to remind you guys of what's happening here on the campus. August 27th, we're giving private tours of the entire campus. Right now, we're building a soccer field here. Literally, we're building a futsal field here, one of the biggest futsal fields in all of state of Florida. That's being built right behind me as we speak. Every time people come and see our campus, they're like, we had no idea you guys had nearly 200 employees and you guys are doing all this stuff. Yes, this is what we do. Really? Yes. So if you're somebody that wants to come and get a private tour of what we're doing here at Valuetainment, Lion Holding, all you need to do is have a ticket that you bought to go to the Vol Conference. So if you're somebody that's going to the Vol Conference, if you get a general ticket, you can come here to network in the hangar. There'll be a lot of surprises there. But if you're somebody that gets a platinum or an executive, our guys will give you a tour of the entire operation. Obviously, no cameras when you come to the executive floor. And if you get a founder and a CEO ticket sold out, but if you get a founder ticket, and even if you're an existing CEO ticket holder, you come through, I'm going to give you the tour of the entire property multiple times with all the other people that are coming down. We've already had hundreds of people that have registered. This is limited to a certain amount of people because we're going to have security all over the place. If you want to go out there and get registered, get yourself a ticket. Rob, how does somebody register to put their names on the list?
I'm putting the link in the description right now, and it'll also be pinned in the chat.
Okay, perfect. So he's going to put in the link in the description, and it'll be in the chat. So those two things. Either make someone's day or get yourself a ticket to go to the Vol Conference. Come and get a tour of the office here and network with nearly 400 other people that will be here as well. It'll be a fun time. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.